everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit of a different video because I'm actually working with the BBC to bring you a couple of videos on exams and stress and just to give you a little bit of advice. So BBC's The Mindset contacted me and asked me if I could make some videos for them, and I checked out their website and I thought, oh my goodness, this is exactly what people our age need. So it's basically just a website that has lots of tips, advice, ways to cope with exam stress, motivation. It has tips from experts and it also has tips from people my age who have been through the exact same thing and know what they're doing. And I feel like it's a really good reference point if you're struggling with exams and you're finding it difficult to cope with the stress of this time of year. I would definitely recommend going and checking it out. Of course, I will put the link on the screen and I'll also leave the link in the description. And I would seriously recommend that you go check it out. I'm actually blown away by how useful it is. BBC are always good for good resources. So today I'm going to be doing a video on what to do if you feel like you're falling behind. It's really easy at this time of year to let things get on top of you and to feel like you're slipping behind and work is piling up, and it's a vicious cycle because as soon as you get that feeling you kind of shut down and you don't want to do any more work, and it just ends up being a horrible cycle which you can't get out of. So today I'm going to give you some quick top tips for what to do if you feel like you're falling behind. Before I do that though, be sure to add me on Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. I'm going to put the socials on the screen because that's where I ask for video requests and video ideas. So be sure to add me on all of those, and I'll be adding some people back on Snapchat as well. So tip number one is to establish why you have fallen behind. You need to get to the core of that and realise what the cause is for your slippage, and make sure that you don't do it again, because if you do manage to catch back up then you don't want to lose it again. So it could be because of something at home, it could be because of just stress, it could be too many extracurriculars, not that you can have too many extracurriculars, it could just be lack of motivation. So you need to sit down and think, why exactly am I struggling? Why have I not been able to keep on top of my work? Is it because of my organisation skills? Is it because of my lack of organisation skills? Like, what is it? Once you've established that, then you can get to the root cause of the problem and stop it from happening again. But at this point it has happened, something has gone wrong, so even if you are able to tackle the root cause of the problem, you've still got lots of work to catch up on. So my next tip is to figure out exactly what you have fallen behind on. So whether that's in a certain subject, whether that's just across the board, whether it's with revision, whether it's with homework because you've been doing revision and not done your homework, you need to establish exactly what pieces of work you have that you haven't done, because without that you cannot tackle it head on and you're going to just sink further into an abyss of sorrow. Once you've established exactly which subjects it is that you're falling behind on, you need to go and talk to your teachers, drop them an email, go and see them in class and say, hello, I think I'm falling behind a bit. Can you give me a list of exactly what we've done this term, like a curriculum lesson plan, because they should all have lesson plans, and you can go through that lesson plan and go through the homework plan and tick off what you've done and cross out what you haven't done, and that way you're going to be able to see exactly where it is that you need to catch up. Once you've done that, you need to make a plan. Now I'm aware that exam season is coming up, so you're still going to be getting a lot of homework, like current homework, so you need to make a plan that you can fit in your extra work that you need to catch up on around doing the homework now, because you don't want to fall behind on the current homework either. So what I would suggest is making a long list of everything that you need to do and taking that list and getting a planner. I'll link my revision timetable video up in the eye in the corner, whichever side it is, and making a revision timetable. But with that revision timetable, leaving yourself time for homework each night, but also just having a couple of hours each night where you're slowly working your way through this list. It may take a month, it may take two, but it's better to do it slowly and keep on top of everything, so by the time that you've caught up with everything, you're not behind on your current work. My next tip is do not panic. If you've fallen behind, that is the worst thing you can do. You need to keep motivated, because often for people panic is what causes demotivation. So I've already done a video on motivation and stress, which of course I'll link down below. But if you're really struggling and you're panicking, take a day off, clear your mind and make a plan on that day. When I'm having a day where I feel like I've fallen behind a lot and I really just cannot get myself into the swing of work, I'll sit down, I'll make a concrete plan. I'll watch a film, relax myself and go to bed early so I can get it done the next day. And my final tip is do not skip tasks. If you are catching up, do not do it selectively. Make sure when you're catching up, you catch up on everything. So for example, if you were not at school because you missed a biology test, make sure you revise to that test just as if you had done it when it was due, because that's going to be really helpful for you in the long run. If you missed out on a lesson when you were reading through a book in English, make sure you read through those chapters, maybe even go to your teacher and ask them to go through it with you at lunchtime so you fully understand. Don't just look up the plot somewhere on Spark Notes, because at the end of the day you've missed that lesson and you need to make sure that you have not missed out on the teaching time from that lesson. So please do not skip tasks that you don't think are important, because the teacher wouldn't have set it if it's not important, and they wouldn't have told you to catch up on it if they didn't think that it would really help you for your exams. So that is everything for this video. I do hope it helped you. Be sure to leave any questions you have down below in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up if you would like some more videos on how to cope with falling behind. Be sure to go and check out BBC Mindset's website, and I'll see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye guys! Mwah.